Hello everybody, welcome. I'm your host Luca and let's get into today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Peacemaker episode 1 through 4. What I liked so far and what I hope we'll continue to see. First off, let's talk about the main man himself, John Cena as Peacemaker, okay? Like, John Cena has blown my fucking mind. He is so great. I liked what I saw in the Suicide Squad when he was cast. He really made me laugh. It was probably it wasn't my favourite character, to be honest. It would have either been David Doshmashian's Polka Dot Man or Flula Borg's Javelin, to be honest. Papa Gunn has he just doesn't miss. Everyone that's in this show has been perfectly cast, okay? That's one thing I'm just going to get out of the way now. I love every single person who has been cast in this show. You are amazing, and give yourself a pat on the back, okay? You're just great. Every single one of you has done an amazing job, and I really hope that you get more and more acting work in the future. Peacemaker's just a lovable, cringy arsehole, to be honest with you. Seeing his journey unfold so far it's great. John Cena just, he really makes you believe that he is, he's Chris, he is Peacemaker. He is a piece of shit, but he's trying to do good. Like, in his own way, this all makes sense. He's not acting like an arsehole to be an arsehole. He thinks he's doing it because it's the right thing. His dad instilled this in him at a very young age, and it's one of those things where nowadays he's just kind of this. In episode 1, when he gets out of the hospital, he goes back home and we see his lovely American flag painted RV. And then he just breaks down. He's in there, all alone. He's kind of got PTSD from the fight he had with Rick Flag and Corto Maltese. And it's one of these things where, up until he's interrupted by Vigilante, we really start to see John Cena in a new light. It's just, I'm seeing a whole new side of John Cena that I didn't, know was there. And I really am enjoying it, and I hope Peacemaker gets to season 2. I really fucking do. And I really hope that he's in the more DCEU properties, should I say. I'm just really loving everything about John Cena's portrayal of Peacemaker. Steve Agee. Okay, let's get into Steve Agee playing John Economist. I was never aware of who this character was. Thank you to Eric Voss and New Rockstars and MT and Paul from Heavy Spoilers for putting up your videos and educating people like me. I didn't know who John Economist was at all. I wasn't really sure if I liked him at all. Not at all, but I didn't know how I felt about him, to be honest, by the end of the Suicide Squad. But seeing how Steve Agee is handling playing John Economist in Peacemaker, I'm loving it. He's got such great banter with the team. His fights with Judo Master are some of my favourite things ever. His banter between him and Harcourt and Mern or even Adebayo. It's one of those things where you're just like, yeah. Like, I want more. I want more of everything in this show. I want it to just continue forever. I want this to go on for as many seasons as James Gunn wants to, and these actors want to come back for, because it's just amazing. I can't express how great this show is. If you haven't watched it, please watch Peacemaker. If you've ever seen Amazon's The Boys, John Economist feels kind of like Huey Campbell. We see him be a bit of a bitch, and then he's more, he has to kind of break out of this bitch attitude. He ends up, he's kind of led himself to believe that he finally wins and he's got one over on Judo Master. only to find out he was terribly wrong. And as soon as you hear the bag of crisps or potato chips open, you know you're fucked, because that little guy is gonna beat your ass. Who else should we talk about next? Oh, Danielle Brooks. Danielle Brooks as Leo Adebayo. You are amazing. I've never seen you as an actress before. This is my first time seeing you, and wow, you blow me away, girl. Really are talented. I really love the way that you're playing your character. Spoiler alert for people who haven't seen the show, she's the daughter of Amanda Waller, and she's there to keep eyes on the team, but they don't know that. And I think one of my favourite lines between that she's had is when she thought Eagerly was friendly, and Peacemaker's like, oh, I thought you meant like friendly to me. He just pecks at her. We're gonna take a little sidestep here for Eagerly. Eagerly the Eagle was one of the best things about this show. Eagerly the Eagle is on the same level as Morris from Shang-Chi and Groot and Rocket for me. Like, I wish I had my own Eagerly the Eagle. It would be so fucking cool. Like, have a best friend who's a pet eagle? Oh, fuck yeah. Like, who wouldn't want that? Like, just think of all the amazing things that you could have in your life if Eagerly the Eagle was there for you. Oh god. This show is amazing. Amazing. Please, if you haven't seen this show, watch this fucking show. I can't stress this enough. It's fucking amazing. Jennifer Holland as Amelia Harcourt. Damn, girl. Again, blew my mind. I love the way that you tell it how it is, for one. Like, when you're in the bar just trying to have a nice drink after a shitty day at work, and you get some dickhead hitting on you, and you're like, hold on, I gotta deal with this. Beat the fuck out of a guy in front of his friends and be like, huh? Anybody else wanna try me? Didn't think so. Bye, bitch. And then you gotta deal with Chris being an asshole 24/7. Jennifer, damn. Like, I'd never seen you in anything before, but I'm a fan. I'm trying to find more of your work. All of you, all of the cast, I want to find more of your work, and I want to look, you know, I want to watch everything done, because you really have blown me away as a viewer. And thank you for making this bloody show, especially through COVID. You know, it's really taking my mind off of shit. So just want to say thank you for that real quick. Let's go into Robert Patrick, aka Agee Smith, aka Peacemaker's dad. World's biggest piece of shit dad. And I'm not even like being hyperbolic when I say piece of shit racist white supremacist. He literally is a white supremacist leader. Like, he is the villain, the white dragon, and we see his like armor costume in his like secret lair. Robert Patrick has the ability to scare the fuck out of me with just his eyes, and it is fucking terrifying. I've only ever seen him in Terminator 2, so it was one of those things where, you know, I wasn't sure what to expect. That was a long time ago. Great performance, but this is obviously a very different role. Seeing somebody, you know, just really be able to scare the living shit out of someone through the TV. Like, I might be the only person feeling this way, right? But damn, Robert Patrick, you are great. Like, everybody's great, but I've never been scared through a fucking TV screen before. Like, this is some next level shit, and this is only 4 episodes in, and you haven't really done much other than threaten people, you know, and just treat your son like a piece of shit. It is one of those things where I really want these characters to make it through the end of the season. I want to see a fight between father and son, Peacemaker versus the White Dragon. You know, I want to see that fucking suit of armor in action, because it looks amazing. It's fucking great. I didn't know who Peacemaker was before the Suicide Squad, so, you know, I'm really enjoying watching James Gunn portray this character in his way, I had no idea that Agee Smith was a super genius racist, and he makes all of the Peacemaker gear. But there's even a helmet that gives it, like, literally its sole purpose is to give Peacemaker scabies. And his dad is such a weird piece of shit guy, and it's one of the things that I don't think Peacemaker really knew how much of a piece of shit his dad was until his friends, Vigilante and John Economist and Adebayo and Amelia Harcourt, and Mern, they really, they're fucking telling him, your dad is a fucking despicable human being. Like, how have you got these rose-tinted glasses over him still? Like, you claim to be a hero, but, you don't really show it. You seem to be happily defending a villain. And I love how in this show he is hit instantly with, you're a racist piece of shit. And he's like, no, I'm not. Like, as soon as he tries to leave hospital, there is a janitor who calls him out on the fact that he only ever seems to focus on minorities, committing crimes and not white people committing crimes. And it is one of those things that I love this show for. Yeah, it just puts people on their fucking toes, the same way with The Boys does. And it's just fucking great. Like, James Gunn has just done it again. Like, I can't express how great this show is to people. Like, it really is amazing. And I know I've said it again and again and again, and you're probably annoyed of hearing it, but this show's fucking great. I have no idea how many episodes are going to be released, but I'm on episode 4, and I really cannot wait until episode 5. It's so good. We're going to get into Freddie Stromer as Vigilante. Now, I really dislike the portrayal of Vigilante on Arrow. It was shit, in my opinion. And I didn't even know who Vigilante was. So that was my first experience as a character, and I was like, this is wank. Like, I did not care for this character at all. And when I found out that Peacemaker was going to have Vigilante in the show, I was like, why? I was like, fine. And then I saw the costume, and I was like, that's a cool costume. I swear the guy just wears black, because I'd seen him in, literally just seen him in Arrow with what looked to be motocross gear, a ski mask and ski goggles, and then like 2 fucking red chocolate bars of V. That's literally what it looked like. I'm not kidding, right? And then we see the new and improved version of Vigilante, but Freddie Stromer manages to bring layers to the character the same way that John Cena does to Peacemaker, right? We're going to take a little line from Shrek, and we're going to peel back some of these layers, because, we've got somebody who is very, I feel, timid, and every time he goes out on patrol, or he tries saving people, acting heroic, he has got to fight through all of this like pent up trauma and stuff, and it's just some of the just the way he talks and the way he acts. He calls out Peacemaker, for defending his dad. Like, he follows him into his dad's house while he goes to get gear. You find out his dad's been arrested, and you see the white dragon costume, and he's like, told you your dad is a real racist piece of shit. And I love the fact that you've got someone who's trying to keep Peacemaker accountable. It's kind of great, because you really think about it. The authorities in the situation is Amanda Waller and, Mern, because he's in control. But these people do the most despicable shit every episode. The task in the show is, I think it's called Project Butterfly. And I love James Gunn's writing, because he pokes fun at the Suicide Squad with Project Starfish, and there's literally a line, I think it's even in one of the teaser trailers for the show, where he's like, Project Butterfly, am I fighting a Mothra? And he's like, no, you're not fighting a fucking Mothra. He's like, well, as I recall, Project Starfish was a giant walking starfish, so you guys aren't exactly creative with your operation names. And it is one of these things where it feels like every time you're gonna get serious in this show, like James Gunn just slips in some comedy and it hits you straight in the gut. It's fucking great. I'm really fucking loving this show. Like, so fucking loving this show. I really, really want everyone in this show to get more projects coming their way, because you guys definitely deserve it. I'm really, really sorry if I butchered this name. Chukwudi Iwuji as Clemson Mern. I've never, again, this is the first time I'm ever seeing you act before, and dude, you're amazing, man. The deadpan humour that you have when you're talking to the team is amazing. I love the way you interact with John Economist the most, because you are you're supposed to be essentially the babysitter, the leader of this team, and you're dealing with a bunch of fuck ups all the time, and you're constantly just trying to fix it. And I don't know, I feel very joyful whenever Mern is on screen. I really cannot wait to see what mystery role that lovely Chukwudi has been given by James Gunn in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Because, dude, you're amazing, man. Like, everyone is amazing. This video is pretty much me complimenting the fucking show so much. I haven't found an issue with it. I have to say my 100% favourite thing of all time about this show, and until it does get topped, hands down, the intro theme to every single episode is the best thing, hands down, about this show. I showed it at the beginning of the video, and hopefully you guys will agree. That song has been stuck in my head since the first time I've heard it, and I've been listening to it on repeat. I'm probably listening to it while I'm editing this video, to be honest with you. It's so catchy. Guys, girls, however you identify, please watch Peacemaker. It's such a great show. I'll see you in the next video.